This is your announcer, Shannon Saint Mainframe, welcoming you to our IPA Livecast. New York Mayor Eric Adams had his phone confiscated by the FBI this week. Apparently, they found a lot of illicit messages from the email address ballstretcher4 20 69 69 69. Uh-oh, Rob. I think they're coming for you next. Run. Our IPA Livecast starts now.
A lot of 69.
Oh no, welcome to RFU Livecast. I have to change my password really quick. But while I do that, I want to welcome you. It is Saturday, November 11th, 2023. Only a few weeks left. 2023 before it is 2024.
When you put when you change your password, put a few more 69s in it. I think that's
Yeah.
more than enough in
I'm going to
it.
switch it to 96 so that,
Clever.
like, throw them off.
I like that.
Ass to ass.
Is that what? That's
RFU Livecast.
96. That's an ass to ass is 96.
I mean, if 69 is, pelvis to pelvis,
Yeah.
wouldn't a 96 be the opposite?
I mean, you're Mr. Out and About in the fuckery world. You tell us.
Yeah.
I don't think there's an official definition for 96ing.
Is it a jujitsu move, maybe?
No, there is no such.
Yeah, because the head of the 9 would be the heads. So if this 9 and the 6, it's like back to back, but one person's upside down.
Mm-hmm. So it's
Like a
ass,
pile
ass
driver.
to back of the head.
Yes. Yes. Ass to back of the head. That's such an old movie now. I don't even know if people get what that joke is.
I don't know if I get it.
That's from Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, yes. Okay.
They're egging on Jennifer Connelly to do some ass to ass.
I just remember
Like a two-headed
the actual
dildo.
ass to ass. I don't remember the egging. I guess.
Oh, okay. There's a dude like an old extra from The Sopranos at that scene with the dollar bills, and he's like ass to ass.
Because since it's a long two-sided dildo, the implication is you have to take all that dick so that your asses are touching.
Right.
Don't mean to
That
be so
seems-
explicit on a
Spoiler,
Saturday
Rob.
morning, folks.
Spoilers.
Yeah, this is deep in the movie.
Deep in
In
the
this
Deep.
20-year-old movie.
It's deep into Jennifer Connelly. Legendary she is.
Stephen St. Croix was mentioned in the Discord this week. It's a theme week.
This is why you need to be hanging out in our Discord with us, folks. Go to rplivecast.com. The link is there. So many links. All of our links are there. You could email us, rplivecast@gmail.com. You could listen and watch.
That's an email
episodes.
coming in right now.
That was me silencing my phone because I forgot to do it.
So your
Sorry.
phone makes a sound when you silence it? Does it
No,
make a
no,
little,
like,
production?
kind of. It's like you have to go through each thing because there's no universal muting function. So I had to mute each thing. So the thing that I was muting was the sound going down through the cycling through the volume, and it makes a little sound. Sorry. I should have done it before. 99% of the
That
time I
was.
do it before the show. But
We're doing tech talk here, kicking off.
well, you asked me. I
Livecast.
tried to do it discreetly, and you called me out. So I didn't want to do tech talk. You kind of foisted it on the audience.
You don't have to be so defensive about it, Darren. It's okay.
I'm just
The
stating a
audience
fact.
Gets a little peek into our world.
Okay, just an
And you could
observation.
You could get an extra peek into our world on our Patreon.
I see.
Patreon.com/RAPLivecast. $5 a month gets you 2 bonus episodes a month. I'm getting the plugs off at the top of the show. I'm getting off at the top of the show, folks.
Oh no.
And,
Just like Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
And we actually just recorded a really fun episode of essentially an episode that could have aired today. We could have just checked out and just aired what we recorded. But no, we're saving that for the Patreon. It's coming up this Wednesday on the 15th. It'll be posted. And, of course, earlier this month, we did a listen-along to Lulu, Metallica and Lou Reed's collaboration. We sat here as we are sitting in front of you at this
Yep.
moment, except in the background we hoisted upon our ears the full album, almost the full album. There was one or two songs where we were like, all right, we're tapping out on this one.
Like the 20-minute one.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
But to be clear, we made it at least 15 minutes into the 20-minute one. And then we were like, all right, this is just feedback or whatever. It was excruciating but hilarious. So very entertaining. Check that out on our Patreon. And Metallica's having a good week. Not only are they the focus of our Patreon, they have been nominated for a very prestigious award. Have you guys heard of this award? The Grammy Awards.
Oh.
Folks.
Wow. 2 almost equal achievements this week for Metallica. It's amazing. Good for them.
The Grammy Awards are going to be airing Sunday, February 4th from 8 till 11:30 from the Crypto.com Arena on CBS and Paramount Plus.
Finally.
You know who's hosting?
Oh, sorry.
Who's hosting?
I don't know. I'm asking you.
Oh, I don't think they've announced it yet.
Chris
They
Rock.
just announced nominations.
I'm
I'm still in discussions.
Okay.
I was going to say, finally, Rob, that this unheralded band can get some recognition from the industry where they've toiled away in near obscurity for so long. So I'm very happy for them.
They deserve it.
This is the reward they get for Lars finally practicing with the band. See? Pays off.
and James outing him passive aggressively in the news.
Well, it's like now that everybody knows, now you have to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because they're going to expect it from you now. You're locked in. So who else is nominated? What's the competition?
So they are nominated
AC/DC.
Maybe, probably.
They're nominated in a few categories. So yeah, let's go through all of them. So for best
them and
metal
Taylor Swift.
performance, best metal performance is like best metal single,
Okay.
and so it's Metallica with 72 Seasons, the title track, which arguably not the best track on that album, but I'm sure it's just the one they submitted.
Yeah.
We did go over that album too on our Patreon.
Right. We have a full listen along of 72 Seasons as well. We have all your Metallica needs covered on our Patreon.
Again,
all right. So
one by one.
And they're competing against this up and coming band. Have you heard of them, folks? Disturbed. With the track Bad Man.
Isn't that John Cena single that he cut? I'm a bad man. Remember that? He put out a second single after his with a
that
video.
Get a Grammy nomination?
Maybe this is their latest cover. They've done.
Oh my God!
Sound of Silence.
Imagine they did it.
John Cena.
Sid, I don't know if you were watching at that time. They made a video for that song, and it's the A-Team, and like John Cena is Hannibal.
Okay.
And all his like his entourage, like the other rappers on the song, are all the different A-Team characters.
But the other rappers aren't wrestlers; they're just random D-level rappers that hang out with John Cena.
Yeah, he put out a whole album, so there's like all these other rappers on it, but they're like nobody. There's nobody famous on it.
And nobody went on to become famous. This was like the peak, and then that was it for them. They were
Rob might know, but his like main guy, like his right hand rapper, was like his boy from his neighborhood. I think,
of course.
So the trademark, right?
I barely paid attention to the rap stuff. I had no interest in it.
I paid attention in like a cringe way. Like this is fascinating that they're putting out a whole fucking album of this.
Fair enough.
Maybe we should do a listen through of that next.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I'll add it to the list.
So Disturbed Bad Man, Ghost, Phantom of the Opera, which I thought was a cover, but it's not. It's just a new Ghost single.
I was going to ask if anyone from like that whose band debuted in this century was on this list, but there's one.
There's one band. I guess Ghost as well. Slipknot with Hive Mind. And Spirit Box, which is the youngest act on this. They've only been around a few years. Jaded.
So they will win for sure.
They absolutely will not win. They are managed by Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z's management company. So they have some good representation, which is how I assume they kind of got in front of the nomination board's ears.
So this means nothing.
Now, which to be clear, I'm not taking away the nomination from them. They're great. They're great. They're successful. They're one of
Are they your picks to win the category?
No, absolutely not. They would never pick. They always just give this out so these artists can just.
No, I'm not saying who you're predicting will win. I'm saying who you think should win.
Oh, who I think should? Yes, I always think it should be the band that would get the most out of winning the Grammy Award in this category would be Spirit Box.
But that's that's not what I'm asking either.
It's not a qualitative, He just thinks
your favorite.
Well, that's all the Grammys is to me.
Also, you've probably not heard any of these songs besides the Metallica one that we listened to on the.
No, Patreon. I've heard the Ghost song. I've heard the Slipknot song for sure, and I've heard the Spirit Box song. Yeah, I just haven't heard the Disturbed song of these.
And of those, Spirit Box was your favorite song?
I mean, I guess Ghost would be my favorite song of them, but I don't think they need it.
Like, I think I'm sorry.
That's not a consideration for the voters.
I think if this was it's sort of a loaded question because if we're going to go that deep into it, who does Rob think the best song is? I think this whole selection process is a farce to begin with. So Rob would have to assemble 5 bands that actually are worthy of being the best song of the year and not fucking Metallica. Metallica did not put out the best.
The thing is, there's also Metallica's nominated in the rock categories as well. So they're nominated for Best Rock Performance, which is like a Best Rock Single. Right. And I guess that's why they submitted 72 Seasons for Metal Performance, because for Rock Performance, they submitted Lux Eterna, which was like the radio single.
Yeah.
And they're
which
against
was the heavier
Foo
song?
Fighters.
I'm trying to remember.
Lux Eterna is pretty, not heavy,
yeah.
Fast.
Yeah, I would think that would be the Metal Performance one. All right.
I heard, and Rob, can you confirm this? If it's in this article, I heard Metallica was nominated for Best Dog Kicking Form. Is that true?
That's the PETA Awards.
They're
separate.
Oh, okay. So this was just bullshit on the internet that I read. Now.
Fake news.
Got it.
And so I guess that's it. And in the rock performance, they're against Arctic Monkeys, Foo Fighters, Boy Genius, and Black Pumas.
All right, at least that's good. I only know 2 of those bands you mentioned. So,
yeah,
I've never heard of Black Pumas. Is that just a shoe brand that it's getting nominated somehow as like a sponsorship deal?
I'm not familiar with them either.
Are they actually black, or is this cultural appropriation?
To rip off of the Black Panthers.
Let's see. Oh, there is a black man in the group.
Oh,
and then a white guy who looks like Eric Andre.
Yeah, he could
or maybe
be
he's not white. Maybe he's Latino.
Could be a person of color. Yeah, exactly.
But he looks like Eric Andre, nonetheless. Is it Eric Andre? Rob, share a picture of this group. It is not
Eric Andre.
I want Darren's opinion.
Okay.
Let's see.
Looks like Eric Andre.
Let's have a look-see.
Maybe this band is like a bit for that prank panel show.
Oh, yeah, he looks like Eric Andre, not out of character.
Yes.
Just chilling.
Maybe this is like his Childish Gambino. Is that possible?
Oh, he's a Black Puma. It really looks like him, man.
Yeah,
What's that guy's alleged name?
I think that's a Dua Lipa. His name is Dua Lipa. Right.
And this is now he looks like Adam Duritz. A little bit. Oh, not in that picture. I don't know. This is rock. What is this? This is rock.
Psych Soul.
What are they nominated for?
Yeah,
I don't
even
care. Song. Whatever. Let them win. Good for them.
Would you smash that guy on the left?
For these bands, sure. Kick him out of bed.
Sure, you'll give him a little cock. He's really lined up for that. So presumptuous.
Yeah, he fits my.
He fits something.
Isn't it more about you fitting?
Yeah, he's the hole that fits.
Dusty Rhodes Muffler says this is a Rob band. I guess I have to check him out then.
Joe, what was that one? that you liked? That was two guys that I always made fun of, like the disco-y. Yes, there you go. Do they still exist?
Yeah, I think they actually just put out a new album a few weeks ago. I was listening to some of it. It's okay. It doesn't hit as much as it did when I first got into it.
Would you invade this? Would you invade this Black Puma member's body with his Grammy that he might just win?
Oh my God!
This weekend?
Wow. Maybe.
There's not an angle you could do that in that would not.
Yeah, I don't think that works.
Heavy damage to
disrespectful.
I think
an Oscar you could do.
No, I think an Oscar. Well, an Oscar's probably the least invasive of the four major awards. But what about what's the worst one? The worst one is the Emmy, right?
Emmy is pretty sharp. Yeah, you're gonna start cutting people.
Could I say actually the worst one is probably the World Series trophy?
Well, Stanley Cup
on it. I don't know. The World Series, doesn't it have all those little pennants on it and stuff? There's sharp points.
Okay, all right, fair. I will say the World Series trophy would be more painful in terms of pricking brutal.
Yeah,
but the Stanley Cup is 11 times the size of that thing.
That's true, and it's got a century's worth of germs and bacteria.
Yeah, they can barely lift it when they're skating around the ice.
What happens when they run out of space? Do they just add another tier?
Yeah,
they add another ring. Yeah.
Yeah,
they only had a couple of rings before, I think.
Eventually, it's going to be too big for these motherfuckers to pick up.
Yeah,
keep going far enough out into the future, right? They're going to have to do something about that.
Maybe they just redo the rings and make the writing smaller.
I love that there's a brand of mugs called Stanley, so that when you Google Stanley Cup,
very clever,
very smart. How big is the NBA championship? Would that be hard to get fucked by?
I think that it's big, but it's more, tubular shaped. So I think relatively it would not be as bad.
It's the Oscars. It's like a butt plug almost.
Yeah.
This seems the most doable for experts.
Literally.
This is like the Oscar of sports.
This looks like one of those traffic cones that.
Right, yeah. And also the NFL one is easy as pie, I think. I mean, relatively speaking, compared to the others. I wouldn't be taking it in my pooper, but
Dusty Rhodes Muffler says he would get fucked by a Slammy Award.
But not the one Owen had. That would be. Look at that. Come on. That's baby stuff.
Yeah. That's sort of like the NBA one, but even a little bit more smooth.
Streamlined.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we got this this cleared up.
Put Vince Lombardi inside your ass. Ass to ass on Vince.
Oh my God.
Let's hope the Black Pumas win so that we can see if he can insert that Grammy somewhere.
Will any of us watch the Grammys to even remember to look for the Black Pumas winning? Will that even be on television, that award?
I thought you were.
So no.
I thought you were asking if any of us would watch the streaming video of him putting the Grammy.
Oh, that we would 100% all watch.
We'll make a Patreon.
Actually,
yes.
The best one of the rock categories. I think best rock album might be on the awards, but the metal category is never on the award show. It's always one of the last awards on the pre-show.
Well, why do it? Pre-show.
Well, we have 200 awards. Honestly, the actual award show itself has just kind of become an excuse for extravagant performances, which that's fine. I enjoy watching those. That's kind of why I tune in. I don't really care about I kind of scan through the awards anyway.
I love that the Grammys has the equivalent of Dolph Ziggler versus Ricochet on a wrestling pay-per-view, like a pre-show.
Yeah, dark matches.
Yeah.
Metal is a dark match.
Exactly, along with Christian contemporary and
Tejano
soft
jazz.
Yeah, exactly.
Spoken
Americana.
word.
Yeah.
Although I think Americana actually even gets on the main show, which is they do a lot of country stuff on the main.
What are the Americana nominees this year, Rob? Let's see.
Metallica.
Well, what's more American than that?
It's true. Except Lars.
Oh, damn, disqualified. Is that a rule that you have to all be born here to be in the Americana? I guess we'll find out when Rob reads the nominees.
Good point.
Let's see. Here's the full list. I have the full list
of all the nominees for all the categories.
Yes.
Maybe we could also, out of curiosity, the comedy album category. I'm just curious to see who got nominated this year.
I can already tell I can never look at a Grammy award the same way now after this ass conversation.
God damn it, Dusty.
I Wish You Would by Trevor Noah. Wanda Sykes, I'm an Entertainer. Chris Rock, Selective Outrage. Sarah Silverman, Someone You Love. Dave Chappelle, What's in a Name? I predict Dave Chappelle wins.
I've seen 2 of these specials and I remember nothing about them. I remember Chris Rock muffing his lines at the end.
Selective Outrage is where he talked about Will Smith beating his ass too.
Yeah.
I like the Sarah Silverman special.
I watched that one. I remember nothing about it.
I remember. All I remember is just liking it. But
it's a little weird. Trevor Noah hosts the Grammys a lot, and he's nominated. That's sort of a conflict of interest.
Do you think they would give it to Chris Rock as sort of like sort of brotherhood with the Oscars for
probably
like dissing Will Smith?
I bet. Yeah, I mean, I bet that he's the most newsworthy of those people right now in a non-negative way. Though I guess, Louis C.K. won a year or 2 ago, so maybe Chappelle wins it. Who knows? It's weird.
So, best Americana album.
I don't know any of these people. Rhiannon Giddens.
Rodnick. Yeah, no idea.
Jason Isbell, I've heard of. That's the only one. I know, indie rock people love him, but I've never heard a goddamn thing he's done.
Ooh, best
solo or his other band. Basquiat. There's a song called Basquiat. Rob, that's your pick.
John Batiste, the Colbert lead, got a lot of nominations for his album. I gotta check it out. I gotta check it out.
Didn't he already win album of the year at the Grammys last year or 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think
it was really that guy
last year. Yeah.
The guy who already works for CBS won the biggest category at the CBS Award show.
CBS doesn't determine the winners. They just license the show.
That's what you say.
Yeah.
Show me some documentation that proves that. Supposed to take your word for it? Fuck out of here. Fucking clowns and cops.
That's exactly right. Same thing.
Bunch of fucking clowns in costumes.
She should fucking host.
Shit, yeah.
I would
just call everybody out.
She should win a Grammy for her spoken word performance. Fuck out of here.
Fuck out of here. I want to know what the emergency is.
Has she done any videos lately on her Instagram or whatever the hell we found
she
that
has.
on?
I don't have her TikTok.
She's gonna do a collabo with the Wetter Than Spongebob lady. What was her name? Princess Vitarah, right?
That's somebody.
That's SpongeBob.
All right.
My pussy wetter than what?
Is that nominated in the best children's show sample category?
I don't think it was within this calendar year, unfortunately.
God damn it.
It should be.
It should be a universal, every year. The category is, are you better than this? Nope. Okay, you win again.
You must be this tall to get on this ride.
They should do that at award shows. It should be like in wrestling or boxing, where there's a reigning champion.
Right.
And if you want to win the next year, you have to be better than last year's winner.
I'm for that.
So, for all we know, Godfather 2 would still be the best picture every year. Could be. Something like that. That kind of a thing. I think that would be fun.
Alternate Oscars. I'm for
that. I'm sure there's got to be a website or a writer who does that, where just keeping track of who actually is the best and who should hold the award for now.
But I think Princess Vitarah should have a Lifetime Achievement Award.
Oh, okay. I'm okay with that.
That's another avenue we can go.
Video Vanguard of the that's the MTV, but
I think she should have to prove every year that she's still wetter than SpongeBob.
Oh my god!
And once she's not, then she hands over the title.
But SpongeBob is a fictional character, so how do we What's the metric we use to determine this?
A filled sponge to represent SpongeBob. And we drain that out in the sink, and then we see what she's got. She's claiming it, not me.
Is she allowed to piss, or does it just have to be
No,
actual, like
real squirt? Come on, you know what she's talking about. She ain't talking about that taking a piss.
Some people say it's the same thing.
That is true, but we can't. This is the Oscars. We're talking. Wait, the Grammys we're talking about here.
Oh my!
The Grammys, well known for their Lifetime Achievement Award.
Yeah, they probably do something like that, right?
Do they? I don't know.
It's a gram of piss in that jar.
What are Grammys we've created here? There's a woman like draining her squirt out of her vagina and
People are shoving the warts up their ass.
fucking trying to wedge it in sideways.
We just basically created the AVN Awards. That's all.
Yes. Or alternatively, we've created an interesting Grammy Awards that people will actually watch.
Oh my god.
Well,
And
while
now
you
the
guys,
Black Pumas
were-
and two guys walk up with Grammys wedged up their assholes to perform uncomfortably, or maybe better.
Yeah, it might help. What are you saying, Rob?
Well, I was going to say, I looked up the Clowns in Costumes girl,
Yes.
and there's actually another video of her confronting cops. This time
Ooh.
it looks like in the village. So we
Well,
can...
she's got to make content now. She's known for that, so she's got to go find cops now.
Exactly. It seems to be the case. Let's see.
My ID only under duress, and I want everybody's name and badge number. Let's go.
Okay, sure. Can we have your ID first?
I want name and badge numbers.
You will. You're wearing name badge.
No, you guys are required to say your name and badge numbers. Let's stop the fuckery.
We already have.
Everybody's. You want my ID? I have to comply with you. I want to know whose FOIAs I'm going after. Names and badge numbers. This is ridiculous. Okay.
Leslie 28371.
Thank you, Leslie.
Is that guy in
you.
sweat shorts? You could
Well,
be
he's an
a
undercover
cop
cop.
on duty in sweat
Let's
shorts?
go, bro.
Yeah.
On the cover.
Got to blend in with the
Fuck.
crowd.
Let's go.
Fucking knockaround shorts, walking around patrolling the
What's
street?
your name again? McNish. 2631. Ponzi, we know the supervisor.
Oh, Rob, this guy right here, Central Casting, Rob's
Oh.
fantasy file.
Oh, get out of here.
Jacked Asian cop. Oh my god.
Jacked at all. He's a little.
Under
he's a
duress,
little
What?
I'm giving these officers my ID
Stop.
under threat of
That's,
arrest.
just her
that's a
angle.
vest he's wearing.
She doesn't know how to
Constitutional
shoot him.
rights just ripped from the Americans.
I like when you guys tell me who I should be
The
attracted to.
protected
I know
serve.
you're
You
attracted
guys,
to me,
I didn't
don't
say
even
shit.
pretend.
Constitutional rights just
Hold on.
ripped from the Americans. These are the protect and serves.
Thank you.
3 arms wanted that ID. I'm giving.
Here's one more.
Look at wait. Can you go back to that for 1 second, please? I just want to read a comment.
I'm giving my ID
On the
only
right,
under
it says, "I'm so confused. Aren't there names and badge numbers at your direct view?" She said, "Stay confused." I want to see what that
You give
person
that a
came
heart.
back with. There's a 2 more comments. Oh, it's just not boring. Okay, I was hoping they went back and forth, but no.
So that she drives a bright orange VW bus.
She's ready for them though.
That's the mystery machine. Rob, you're too low.
I'm giving my ID only under duress, and I want everybody's name and
I
badge
said,
number.
I don't think this is her car. I think she's.
Yeah, someone else. Like I said, she has to go around New York City finding cops to like get harassed by now. Sort of niche now.
Look awkward, open.
Well, this is what she looks like, folks.
Yeah.
I mean, as we've documented in the past.
Very nice looking girl.
Well, one of them says something about participating in this activity could get you or others hurt. What is that?
So I'm in Manhattan right
I
now,
realize how buxom
over
she is.
by the
Oh, yeah.
Roosevelt. So I figured I'd do a little drive-by to see what's going on in front of the Roosevelt Hotel.
Do a
I keep seeing all these videos that the hotel shut down, the adjoining restaurants are shut down to house migrants, and I find it to be so fucking boggling. that one, we wouldn't even allow the borders to be open to this extent, and use these multi-million-dollar properties to house all these migrants. Don't get me wrong, I feel for these people. They came a long way to be here.
Well, I don't think I'm getting you wrong.
And I'm sure it was hell. But it just is so boggling to me. Like, I feel like there is an ulterior motive and something else is going on and in the works.
What else is going on?
What?
Let's go see what the Roosevelt
Does she think they're going to replace her?
Yeah.
Here we are in front
It's
of the
going to be just a
Roosevelt.
guy from
I
like
was
El
trying
Salvador
to
going
record
around
the
yelling at cops.
sidewalk, but that woman
I'd be okay with that too.
with
The more the merrier.
glasses told me I was not allowed to linger on the sidewalk. It's actually pretty quiet over
Investigative
here.
journalism.
I don't know why they're saying there's no children. I have seen several mothers and children come out of here since I was sitting here. But for some reason, all the videos that I'm seeing on my feed on TikTok are showing
These malnourished orphans are fucking clowns in costumes and tyrants.
It's just little people. They're crisis actors.
Right, lined up with a whole block taken up for scooters. For everyone. But this lady, she should be ashamed.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Jada Cat is a right
Heel turn.
She's trying to find her next viral video. Can't do cop shit all the time, forever.
It's fair.
She should collaborate with Wetter Than SpongeBob.
How did this get back into your... like, why did you start thinking about this again? The Wetter Than SpongeBob lady.
Oh, but I don't know, because we were talking about the Grammys. And I was like, what's a meme song that I can insert as a joke?
Let's see what the Wetter Than SpongeBob rapper is up to now.
I feel like I always say "smell your dick" when I make that joke, so like I wanted to switch it up.
I'm okay with that. And you know, I always go with my neck, my back. So that's my.
I don't touch that. That's your.
So I just looked her up, and she has some great song titles.
She always had some good ones.
Yes. Do you eat ass? Nigerian P word for
Nigerian P word.
Female,
What's she says?
For female
P word?
genitalia. Yeah.
She says P word.
No. She says the word.
Oh, you're sanitizing it. Why can't you say that?
Yeah. I guess I could say it. I want to fuck Donald Trump is one of her songs.
Oh, what? Can we hear that song?
Yeah, we gotta.
And also, I want 20-inch dick is one of her songs.
No.
Well, then she's barking up the wrong tree. But all right.
She can't really want that. There's no way.
She wants that NFL trophy is what she wants, clearly.
How is Donald Trump going to give that to her?
I think probably she wants Donald Trump for the virality of it, and then she wants the 20-inch dick for pleasure. She has many hats.
And they all have a penis on them.
They all have a penis.
You'd have to be wetter than SpongeBob to lube yourself enough to accept a 20-inch dick. So
yeah,
makes sense.
It's hard to get wetter than SpongeBob by fucking Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Yeah, Rob, if you don't want to say it now, we have plenty of recordings of you saying the P word previously.
I'm okay with that.
Let me relax inside your pussy.
For some reason, it looks like the song has been scrubbed from the internet.
Fucking woke mob came for it. That's a shame. Fucking cancel culture at its worst.
Here we go. Oh my gosh, this video.
This is the Trump one?
Does this answer your question?
Oh, dear God.
Oh, it's a guy with a Trump mask. Let's see if this has the catchiness of...
Vitarah, Vitarah. These bitches know my name. These niggas know too. I'm coming for all of you. What? I wanna fuck Donald Trump 'cause my pussy kill niggas. My pussy kill niggas.
Oh, I get it.
Donald Trump 'cause my pussy kill niggas. My pussy kill niggas.
Twist.
My pussy kill. I wanna fuck Donald Trump 'cause my pussy kill niggas. My pussy kill niggas. My pussy kill
For our audio audience. See what's happening?
What?
Say what's happening for our audio listeners.
She is twerking on a person with a Donald Trump mask on. Now Donald Trump is on all fours. She's smacking his butt.
Donald Trump, hit me up. What you waiting for? Ping down me. Donald Trump grab my pussy. What do we have here?
This is like almost a Bangs level rap.
Donald Trump grab my pussy.
I'll give her credit for something as opposed to Sexy Red. Like she's got an old school style,
Yeah.
a boom bap type of beat, and she's just very like the throwback as opposed to Sexy Red, just basically mumble rapping.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's just a lot of N-words. I can't let this become catchy in my head because I can't sing it. You know, as opposed to SpongeBob, I was singing that all day.
So you're okay
That's
singing
her,
about
that's
your
her
pussy.
radio-friendly song. That's like
Yeah.
the one for the Kids Bop.
Literally,
album.
Yeah, she's not the worst rapper in the world.
She collabs on a song with an artist called Borgor, and the song is called Choke Me.
Okay, sounds promising. By the way, while you cue that up, what's the better anti-Trump rap song? This or Alice Schooley D?
Oh, no.
This.
Her next song is "I Want to Fuck Alex Skolnick."
That's the B-side.
Because my pussy kill waiters. Oh.
He want a bad girl, he want a slut. He want to take me home, he met me in the club. He don't know how I like to back it up. I'ma show him that I really do this, come on, take it off. Ripping off your clothes. Looking on my toes. Put your dick in my mouth, baby, fuck me like a hoe. I love it when you come in the back of my throat. Choke me, dash D, choke me, dash D, choke me, dash D, choke me, dash D, choke me, daddy, slap me high, fuck me over, break me
For the woman. I thought it was gonna be like the guy comes in and does a verse like with Sexy Red. Remember that one?
I guess Borgor
Yeah.
is a DJ, now that I think about it. So
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
probably
you're familiar with his oeuvre?
Yes. He's released some previous stuff.
So wait, so she's big enough to like do a collab with like a real DJ, like a somewhat real
So,
DJ.
I mean, why not?
If she's on our radar, then she must be pretty big.
Yeah.
We like so. Well, come on, like T Baby. Come on. She ain't
No,
working
but I
with-
mean, the Wetter Than SpongeBob song, like that was a pretty big viral hit, So
yeah, but
And
it's
that
like
she had
you
a
meet
virus.
people-
She had syphilis.
she got it off that Grammy that got passed around.
Well, it used to belong to Rick James.
Oh shit! Just was it like the Stanley Cup? They just keep etching new names
Uh-huh.
onto it. Wow, I didn't know that. Learned something.
You sound like a goddamn pussy to me.
Rob, your voice is weird in that one.
Yeah.
Chris here says he's here for the Mick Mars conversation.
Oh, what's going on with him? Is he in the
thank you,
news?
Chris? Yes, actually, I was gonna bring it up.
I know he is. I was trying to give you a picture of softball.
Well, we could have kept going with it until you broke kayfabe.
Sorry. Wow,
Mick
that's
Mars-
Mick Mars.
That's Mick Mars. He's
That's what's
recently
left
been
of him.
interviewed. Does he look good or bad to you, Darren? How does he look? Can you describe what he looks like to our
He's
audio
in
listeners?
great spirits.
He looks like a spirit.
It looks like all the wetness in Princess Vitarah was drained from his body.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
I'm sorry. Like the guy is dying, and he's like, I'm sorry. I just know it's like, it's just.
He looks like Melissa Rivers.
Oh shit! Wow. Do they have the same thing?
They've both been inside of Joan Rivers. That's what it does to you.
Well,
Look, Mick Mars ever fucked Joan Rivers?
He needs a transfusion from Princess Vitarah. I got to get on that. His degenerative disease is called ankle-losing spondylitis. Ankle losing?
Ankylosing. So he's losing something.
his ankle. Losing more than his ankle.
It's
I
a
saw
type of
spondylitis.
arthritis.
I immediately thought of SpongeBob again.
Pussy wetter than spondylitis.
Everything's wetter than spondylitis.
Well, I like that when the quote is something that I feel like Rob has probably gotten messaged by people on certain apps. I'm
Which is
almost a
what?
solid bone now. Hello.
I think I'm a bone now. Do you, Rob, ever fuck anybody with spondylitis? You could
Ever fuck anybody so good that they got spondylitis?
fuck the spondylitis into the. You could,
I like
you
the
know,
whole
that
time.
you could easily top them. I mean, they can't. They're just a bone.
They're not going to wriggle around. They're going to hold still for sure because they might break in half.
Jesus Christ.
Would you fuck Mick Mars just to say you fucked Mick Mars? Like now?
No,
He's a big
ew.
star. He's a big star.
So, what does that matter?
Rob's big enough that he doesn't have to do that. He's a star in his own right.
Thank you. Thank you.
What if he said he would go on Squared Circle Pit and give you
What?
the interview of a lifetime, but you
No.
had to top him first?
No.
Not worth it?
He's already had people
No.
bigger than Mick Mars on there.
Have you?
No, I thought you were about to say he's already top people bigger than Mick Mars. That's right.
Oh, that I don't know. That's, you'd
Have
to
you?
tell me that.
Well, physically bigger, certainly.
Sam Champion that one time?
That New York one guy that got
Oh,
fired.
Eric
for-
Adame.
yeah, like me and him.
I hope
we
he's
had a
doing all
little
right,
flick.
that guy.
Wait, New York what?
That's what Rob said to him when he was done.
Turn over. Time for New York too.
You took a shit on him?
No, I meant round two.
Oh.
Round two.
But round two is when Rob takes a shit on him.
Oh, well, yes, then both.
I don't partake in that. Scat is a hard no for me.
Have I mentioned to you? I think I may have briefly mentioned on the show there was a guy at poker who, older guy, like 75-ish, who proudly admitted to like shitting on women's chests. Enthusiastically, like could not. You know what? Not even enthusiastically. Like he was just matter of factly said it, but openly just said it.
How did it
let's
come
take a
up?
step back. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like how do we get to this point in the conversation?
He's a funeral home owner.
Oh,
and
no, my
it was a
God.
family business. So somebody made a joke once, like, "Hey, I've opened up the cabinet and like shit on the girl's chest in there," jokingly, you know, being off color on purpose, you know. And he goes, "I mean, not on the corpses, no, you know, with live women, sure." And then it opened up a whole lane.
And
of
then
discussion.
everyone did the Paulie from Sopranos, like, oh,
Yeah.
what's going on?
yeah, no, but then it became this show. It was like just kind of flinging questions at him, you know.
The way he flung shit at these women.
Yeah. Oh, he actually made clear to emphasize that he would not throw poop at anybody. Like it just directly has to come out. And,
Yeah, he doesn't want to touch it.
yeah,
So
yeah,
now,
that was the
does
gist
he give
of it.
them does he give them a towel after?
I don't remember. This was like 5, 6.
Also, I'm
7 years
guessing,
ago.
does he not do it in his own house? Like, you know, I don't want shit
I
on
don't
my
remember.
floor.
These were all I think brought up. I just don't remember all the details. I was just in shock. This little old man.
You're still traumatized from just learning.
He looks a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
like Lou Costello, older.
Is he still with us?
Yeah, he's alive.
Can you call
you
him
say,
up right
like,
now?
He's
Is
not
he
on good terms with
attractive?
the club that I played in. For
Oh
other
no.
Yeah.
Was he
For
not
other-
paying his dues or something?
He's not a member. I don't want to discuss on the air, but he did
Oh.
some shit he wasn't supposed to do, and nothing not related to scat play.
That was shit he wasn't supposed to do.
Gotta watch your words there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm getting up to some shit here.
So Mick gave an update on his condition here.
Oh, that right.
Yeah.
Yes, that's how we got here. So to be clear, this disease that he has, AS, let's call it, is a type of arthritis that causes inflammation in the spine joints and ligaments and can lead to stiffness over time. And so Mick was asked by Q104 in New York how he's doing because Mick is promoting a solo album called The Other Side of Mars. Get it?
Does he sing?
Can he sing?
That's my question.
I'm not sure. I imagine he has a vocalist. Asked how he's doing, Mick says, "I'm fine. My AS is what it is. There's nothing I could do about that. The heart stuff." Ooh, I'm getting a little gassy, guys.
You getting choked up over Mick Mars being a bone?
The hard stuff, like flying here and doing this, that crap is a little difficult for me to do nowadays because I'm almost a solid bone now. It's got a little rough, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to do a lot of music. As long as my brain and my hands and legs work, I'm never stopping.
Is that something that goes next, or how does this work?
I guess with the spine, like that sort of connects out to everything
He can't really
else.
tour as much. He could do like a few one-offs, but
that's okay. Nobody wants to see that in person.
Yeah.
He just says he can't fly around. Like he can't go to Japan for a 12-hour flight. It's
sorry,
too
Japan.
much.
Yeah, your loss.
You have to come here.
He has ankle losing. They have Mick Mars losing.
We'll suit it up. We'll all have that.
This is the album.
This is it. Yeah. So
I'm getting the sense this is more for him than anyone else. Good for him. He's making music that no one will listen to.
I imagine it's a vocalist because he's in the music video, but he's not singing.
Is it like an animation of him, or is it actually him?
No, it's him in like a room grabbing his hair. He's actually looking very goth.
All right. That's not him. That was an Asian person. None of these people are Mick Mars.
Well, how much can he be in the video? Can't move.
That's him just in his daily agony from the physical pain.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
I mean, probably, right?
Yes. That's why I'm Jesus Christ.
Someone gave him a hug.
Ow!
Bedridden for the next week because of the pain.
Cut!
Are we going to get a copyright strike because of this? We've been playing this for quite a while now. I don't want to get taken off of YouTube over fucking Mick Mars.
We can only air this in Japan because he's not going to get there. He can't go. He can't go there.
That's a good point.
He's still alive, though,
yeah.
somehow. Sounds better than Vince Neil.
Our best wishes to Mick Mars. Try to stay alive as much as you can. That's all we could say.
Good luck on that spine transplant.
By the way, Mick Mars just heard that bit we just did. He has a comment he sent us. You want to hear it?
Sure.
Be careful, motherfucker. Be really careful.
He doesn't like that we're talking about his spondylitis.
Listen to me, motherfucker.
Has he weighed in? Has Ron Perlman weighed in since the strikes ended? All the strikes are over now. He must be happy.
Motherfucker, I don't have to come to your house anymore. Good job.
He's getting ready to do like the 18th reboot of Sons of Anarchy or something.
Didn't they just have a show that
Great Grandsons of Anarchy coming up next on FXX? They had one. Was it the Mayans? That was the spinoff. I never.
There's
watched
another
that
one. Isn't
Was
there?
he on it?
I don't know if he was on it. I honestly don't remember how his character ended up at the end of Sons of Anarchy.
People
Did you
love
watch
that
that
show.
show?
I didn't watch the last season because it just got so fucking stupid. But I watched the first few. It was all right, and then not all right anymore. It was just the same thing over and over and over again. And they killed off most of the good characters. It was just like lame stuff left over.
Some people swear by that show, man.
No, it had good moments. Katie Seagal was really good in it. Henry Rollins was on it for a season. all sorts of stuff going on in that show. But it just, after a while, it's like, it just kept trying to top itself with like fucked up twists and turns and stuff. And it's just, after a while, it's sort of like, I don't know, Dexter. I view it similar in that, where it started out as a really good premise, good cast, but then they just kept trying to get weirder and wilder and top themselves, and it just eventually was incoherent.
You ever watch that Dexter, the later season of Dexter that they shot?
I did not, because everybody told me it was so fucking bad.
I got through 2 episodes of it and I couldn't take it. I love Dexter. But
yeah, it was such a great idea for a show.
I agree with everyone who says that it went to shit, but it did. Well, like one of those later seasons after it went to shit was very good again. And it gave me like the hope they're going to come back and like at least end it on a bang. It was the next to last season. It was very good, I thought. And then the final season was just worse than anything they had done before.
And then they brought it back for a season after that final season, right?
Like 10 years later.
Yeah.
And it was awful. It was worse than that last season.
Oy.
Well, to be fair, I only watched 2 episodes of it, but those 2 episodes were worse than that last season.
And I want to actually talk about an email we got from a listener named Seth a few weeks ago. And he talked about a song by the band The Chats. It's a catchy punk tune called Dine and Dash. And I'm not going to play any of the song because we're definitely going to get a copyright strike if we start doing this. But I do want to play the end of it because in this music video that they shot has a cameo from the succulent Chinese meal guy.
Oh, like live and in person, or like footage?
Live and in person and in living color. Darren, do you have the soundbite?
Yes, I do.
The classic soundbite that we, many moons ago have played, and we've actually inducted the succulent Chinese meal guy into the RIP Livecast Hall of Fame. This is a Livecast Hall of Famer. We did a big
succulent
deep dive.
Chinese meal.
I had a big deep dive on him, and he actually was hired by this band. A great stunt casting. So they run out of this restaurant and they get arrested or whatever, and then we get a cameo from our succulent Chinese meal friend here. Let's take a look.
This is Democracy Manifest. What are you doing? What are you doing to this bloke? Wait, what's the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent steakhouse meal? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. God, you've done judo before, haven't you?
Yes, corpse.
Magnificently so.
Yeah, they're all
Look at
cracking
your
up.
head.
Come
You
on.
don't even know where you are, you fool. Try and get Leave me. There we go. Hassan farewell. Easy. Mate, when I get your head off my penis.
I give credit to that guy for 2 things. Number one, leaning into the bit. Like he's a lot of people like, I don't want to be virally famous anymore. He does nothing but promote himself about that. Number 2, he agreed to be in this video, right? He's giving it his all, man. He is just acting. He's on the Shakespearean stage.
Yeah, well, didn't we learn that he was like a Shakespearean actor? So
yeah. But also the guys around him are killing it because one of them's laughing.
Yeah.
Like, they can't even get a guy to be like stone-faced for like 10 seconds.
I don't know that I'd be able to either, up close to that guy, hearing him say his famous lines. Like, I would not be able to keep it together for that.
It's tough, but you got to get some pros in there.
Yeah. They should have let him play all the parts.
Yeah. They just hired a bunch of fucking
clowns in costumes.
Exactly.
For old time's sake, let's watch the classic one.
All right.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
American Express investigator followed a man he thought was one of Queensland's most wanted to a Valley restaurant. Minutes later, police had the business surrounded, then sent in a delegation.
We're under arrest. Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Democracy Manifest.
And he didn't appreciate the way he was handled.
See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis!
It took 6 officers to restrain him, whose major concern was the meal he'd left behind.
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Eventually, they had him in custody.
I believe that it's all to do with stolen credit.
That would be Sid in
I
this
understand
situation.
that he has played small parts in human
My food is still
sandwiches,
sitting on the table.
Yeah, let me finish the fucking
he seems
spare
to be
ribs.
just-
God damn it.
This guy is hitting like a brown note. This guy's voice.
I remember we went over that.
It's Carl Malden. Leave
he
him
seems
alone.
to be just a prolific false pretender.
But only hours after
It looks
his
a little
arrest,
bit
Watch
like
House
the
granted him bail,
guy
leaving
from
the police
Breaking
red-faced
Bad who
and
owns that.
empty-handed.
Better Call Saul,
Sincerely sorry
who owns that house that
He
they do
obtained
the
bail, but
that
under
trick
the
with.
situation, he was allowed to have bail.
Edwards is also wanted for questioning in New South Wales over several forgery matters.
Well then.
Harry Corbin.
Ah, yeah.
Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people.
Was this done by the same guy who remixed our 9/11 song?
But you just assured me that I could.
Oh, this is great.
I'm under arrest. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here. See that chap over there? Get your hand off my penis! This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people. Why did you do this? Well, what is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal? Oh, that's some nice headlocks, huh? Oh, yes. I see that you know your judo. Good. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Down here, get your hands off it.
Beautiful.
One top look.
Now that is art.
Metallica can only envy that performance.
Yeah, the S in S&M stands for succulent.
Yes, and meal.
How did I not?
SCNM.
Well, that was fun, folks.
I enjoyed it.
Let's talk about Sharon Osbourne.
Oh, what's she up to now?
Well, they're doing that podcast.
The Ass to Ass podcast?
Ass to Ass podcast. And every week, you know, I will say they know how to generate some headlines, because Sharon was asked about why Ozzfest isn't around anymore, because everyone loved it and yada yada. Yeah, I'm sure all the bands loved touring all over the country to play for 20 minutes and being forced to buy a tour bus instead of touring in a van, so you don't make any money and actually lose money and are in debt on this tour.
Did you just yada yada one of the largest fests in music history, Rob?
It's the fest that got you into music, Rob. Come on. You wouldn't exist without Ozzfest.
What?
I don't know.
I wouldn't exist without the K-Rock Dysfunctional Family Picnic,
No.
sir. That's the fest that got me into it.
What about the Jingle
Hard
Ball?
Rock and
Z
everything.
Morning Zoo Jingle Ball.
I never went to the Jingle Ball.
You are the Jingle Ball.
Do they jingle?
My balls sometimes if I'm getting a good motion, a good thrust, there's like a slapping sound
Oh, man.
against some ass. You asked.
I hear those balls start ringling, jing, jing, jingling too.
Do you ever tie them off with jingle bells so as you're like slapping actual bells?
Yeah.
So it's like it's like a cowbell. You hear me coming?
Yeah.
You put some reindeer antlers on your cock, and then you put some jingling on your balls. It's the old move.
For December, that's your December fuck style.
And then my fuck style determines my death style.
In some cases,
it's determines someone's death style if you got antlers trapped on there and a Grammy. Holy mackerel!
What were you saying, Rob?
I was saying Sharon Osbourne.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
Was asked what happened with Ozzfest, and now I could play the video, but I don't think that's fun. I think it'd be better if I just reenact her response, right? Like that'd be better, right?
All right. Yes.
One moment, let me.
You gotta lube the pipes. Your vocal cords are wetter than SpongeBob.
Now they are, yes. Yeah, it was a very weird beast because all the bands were our mates, but the managers were greedy. Oh, she knows something about greedy managers. The managers were greedy, and for some reason they thought we were making billions on it, and we weren't. We made a profit, but it was not like we could not retire on it. And the managers and agents wanted more and more and more, and it just wasn't cost effective anymore. We stopped it because it wasn't cost effective.
We were bloody paupers. It was like Oliver Twist.
Like a poor old Sharon, like sure there was a teensy-weensy profit, but we weren't making out. Like they wanted all the money for themselves.
I was eating gruel from a bowl in a back alley in London town.
And then she continues, years and years ago, one of the bands, it was the second Ozzfest we did, or the third, wouldn't go on stage until I agreed to give them $10,000 more. And they were holding everything up. And I said, of course I'll give it to you. And then, as she's saying this, wow, my throat is already shot. As she's saying this, her son, Jack Osbourne's like, oh, why are you, holding back this person's name? Like, out this person. Who is it? And then Sharon goes,
Ozzy Osbourne!
She goes, Glenn Danzig!
Oh.
I didn't give him the money. They went on and played, and I went, fuck you! You signed a contract, your agent agreed to it, and you're just gouging. So that's the quote.
Was this Danzig solo? Was this one of the Misfits reunions?
No,
or
this
something?
is Danzig solo, for sure.
Huh.
I know that he and Sharon probably have some heat.
Who's taller?
Sharon.
Really?
I don't know. I'm guessing.
What if he stacks 3 boxes of kitty litter and stands on them?
No,
she's 5'2".
I beat that.
He's 5'3". He beats her by an inch.
Yeah.
Take that, Sharon. I can't believe I'm taller than Danzig.
Really?
I feel like I'm a pretty minuscule person.
It
so
doesn't seem very hard to believe to me.
5'6.5".
You're in the 99th percentile of being taller than Danzig. Everyone is taller than Danzig.
Nice. All right, I'll take it. And now he's at the age where he's shrinking, so he might not even be 5'3". Maybe though Sharon's probably same age or older, so they both shrunk, so it's probably still his advantage.
Although she altered her body in many ways, so she might have lengthened herself.
Just so she could look down on Danzig.
Yes. He stole $10,000 from me.
Well, no, he wanted the $10,000. She didn't give it to him. Instead, she used it to have surgery to become taller than him, just to spite him. Imagine.
You're rolling up Ozzfest, you little twerp. You runt. You little shit squirt. Go play in traffic.
Do you listen to this podcast, Rob?
I don't. I just see when they put out a reel or something, like the promotion on social media or something like that.
And is it the whole family? Is it just Jack and Sharon? And sometimes Ozzy
it's the four of them.
Kelly
and Ozzy are also there, yes. And they're all just, I'm sure for them it's very fun. It's like the family gets together for dinner. They, they record the podcast, make a few grand. Why not?
I walked into his dressing room. He was sitting at the table, sitting on 3 phone books, having a bite.
Wee little
What
Danzig.
I just, I don't like. For me, I'm just like, why do you guys need to do a podcast? Like, you don't need to do a podcast. Like, why? They just like to work. They like to bring in new income. You know what I mean? Because I think Jack has a paranormal podcast as well. Maybe this is just him being like, "Hey guys, this is my thing. Come help me with my thing, and we could hang out once a week,
Get paid.
Yeah.
Everybody else has a podcast.
When will it stop?
When we say so.
Oh. Well, we are.
I think more when Stone Cold said so.
Oh, does he have a podcast?
He does, but actually, I think he might be on hiatus.
Oh.
But he would do good. He would do very fun interviews with wrestlers and other people. Be nice.
When is he on Squared Circle Pit?
Have yet to get him on the pit, unfortunately. Maybe soon.
If I see him, I'll mention it.
No, thank you. I wanted to play this important news story, by the way.
Oh boy,
it's not
breaking
Stone Cold
glass
related.
news.
Breaking news.
Oh.
It was a normal Wednesday morning in this Midtown Sacramento neighborhood.
This door was closed as well.
Until Maya Ozelski was woken up by her dogs, who wouldn't stop barking. So she went to take them out.
When I saw the screen on the floor, that's when I knew that someone was inside the house. So I walked through the bedroom, through the guest bedroom into the kitchen. And Brittany, my heart was in my throat. I couldn't breathe.
This is
what. Tell me more about what's in your throat, ma'am.
She saw.
Oh no!
Mind you, he's completely naked. He has no clothes.
So it's a photo we see from her point of view, looking into this guest room, and it's a man facing the opposite way. So his butt is facing her, and he's completely naked. His shirt is just thrown over his shoulder, and it looks like he's pleasuring himself.
Is he pleasuring himself or taking a leak?
Looks like peeing to me.
Well,
it could be either.
Clothes on him, and he grabs himself.
He sort of
and
looks like
he
Charles
looks
Manson.
over. We make eye contact, and he said, "If you want to have sex with me, I'm not going to say no." And at that point, my fear was absolutely intensified because what I'm thinking is that this sounds like the beginning of a sexual assault. So he was
She's like three times bigger than him, though. I think she could take him.
She could take it, but you have to keep in mind that like there is like this fear paralysis that that sets in where she might not be able to, she might just freeze up.
I'm not dismissing her fear or anything. I just
yes.
The guy looks like a little bit like Danzig.
It's like a waif.
The body weight.
Yes. And that's terrifying. He climbed in through this window, and it was just slightly ajar. So he kicked the screen in, and it's still bent right here. My dad
the director of this segment is like a
and he
is
let
like a
himself.
film school hopeful because I feel like this has been shot very cinematically for a news.
Cinema verite.
Yeah.
Finn, and he climbed in. He stepped right here.
Ozelski managed to escape from the house and call 911, but says she couldn't get through, so family called on her behalf. She then heard her neighbor come to help.
Please leave right now.
That neighbor took this video.
Yes, go in the backyard. Right now.
This is daytime?
Sacramento police say they got to the Midtown home 4 minutes after the first call they received to 911 and arrested Benjamin Dejoux after finding him nearby.
Benjamin the Jew?
Made a lot of bad choices.
More bad
and
PR for us.
I hope that he gets the help he needs, but I do hope that he's held accountable
He was going to
to
make a
this.
settlement in her house.
Because this was
to occupy her living room.
I have a question, guys. Would you allow her to have sex with you?
If I was a single man, 1000% yes. This is a foxy lady.
Well, she's not unattractive. He was holding a Grammy Award and inserting it in his ass.
He said if you wanted to
Very dangerous behavior.
reach out and spin the award
This
in there, I wouldn't say no.
He said it was owned by Rick James.
And it was indecent exposure with some sexual implications. What about next time? Do we wait until to see what happens next, or do we stop it before he has a chance to? This is every woman's worst nightmare.
Deju is going to be in court again on November 8th.
I don't know if that's every woman's worst nightmare. Some women have worse nightmares. You don't know.
The district attorney's office tells me he is facing a list of charges that
the guy
includes a
willingly
felony
left.
for residential burglary, another felony for indecent exposure, and a misdemeanor for possession of drug paraphernalia. Reporting in Midtown Sacramento, Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
If you ask me, this is exactly what's wrong with the younger generation now. Even the fucking rapists are these beta motherfuckers who are just like, I broke in, but like, if you want me to rape you, fine. If you don't, that's also fine. Whatever works for you, ma'am. Like,
Be
come
more
on.
sure of yourself.
You missed
Have
the
some
old
confidence.
rapists.
This is what happens when we lock up Andrew Tate. This is the end. This is Democracy Manifest.
Yes.
This is Soy Boy Manifest.
Democracy Manifest.
You missed the old sexual assault.
Our sexual rapists are just too weak now. These incels, they're just online. They're playing their video games. What happened to old school assault? You know, get physical. People don't
He
even
just
wanna
wanted
get
a
near
warm
the
place
women
to
they
jerk
wanna have
off,
sex.
and she had to fucking come and ruin it.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I bet that was it. He was like jerking off to some fantasy, and he saw her, and he was like, I mean, if you want to join, I guess, but I'm like almost done.
Yeah.
And then she's
You're
like,
being
"Oh, I
weird,
mean,
lady.
Well, the economy's so bad, he's got like 11 roommates, so he has to just find vacated houses of people.
Just
They can
a
have
neighbor.
privacy to jerk off.
Maybe he's just really into furniture. He was like standing next to her couch.
Yeah.
Maybe he was just
really-
really turned on by the decor.
It very much to me looked like he was pissing. I mean, they blocked out the genital area, but like both his hands were in the penis area. It looked like he was pissing more than.
This goes back to our is it squirting or pissing discussion from earlier. It all ties back in.
The two-handed. Yeah, you guys ever jerk off two-handed? I haven't.
No, I'm
Two-handed?
I'm not. I don't
What
have
do you
enough.
mean? Like,
Well, look at the guy's position in the video. He's just like the way you piss.
Maybe he's cupping his
Oh.
balls with one hand.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I've used both hands to bring myself pleasure. Sure.
Not in that way, I don't think, though. I don't
Or like you've never like jerked with one hand and then kind of like teased the the mushroom head with the other.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Excuse me.
No, I don't like
I
that.
like the-
Really.
Is that the episode title? Tease the mushroom head.
I don't like stimming with a mushroom head. I like the shaft friction.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't hate it if a girl's down there and like, you know, licking the head, it's fine. But to do it to myself is not my preference.
Where did you
Depends how
find
it-
this link with this story, Rob?
I'm not going to reveal my source.
It's a Google alert for jerking off in public.
But I don't know. This has been in our link file for quite a while. I don't remember where I found it.
So it's not going to make
It's
it
a
into
relatively old
the next Patreon of old links.
Right. I guess it's not that old. It's from October 24th, so less than a month ago.
He was just a little early on his trick or treating. That's all. Just a week early.
All right. Well, let's talk about our Spotify playlist, folks. Every week, we each pick a song. We throw it on our playlist, which you can find on Spotify by searching RIP Livecast Music Break. We have over 500 songs on this playlist. You could listen to it sequentially. You could put it on random. But they're all fun songs. that one of us or one of our guests have picked.
By the
But
way,
really
R.I.P. Can I, before I forget, R.I.P. In light of that last story, rapist is pathetic.
Agreed.
Also, in case this is the week Mick Mars finally dies, let's do a preemptive R.I.P. for Mick Mars.
Every week we have to do a
Livecast
preemptive
curse.
one,
Yeah.
right? And so every week we pick a song on the playlist. And this week I picked the song Japan from the artist Botch. Botch is a early math metal band from the early aughts that broke up, but then their influence far exceeded their length as a band, and then they recently released a new song, the first time in 20 years, about a year or two ago, and then announced a bunch of shows. So I'm going to go see them tonight. I'm leaving my house on a Saturday night to go see a rock concert. This is unprecedented. But I'm very excited. This is like a band I really wanted to see like 10 or 15 years ago. I definitely had a moment where I was like so into them, and I was like, man, it's a bummer that I missed this. Like, it would have been so good to see them at like a CB's or like, a sweaty matinee. Yeah, exactly.
Wetlands.
But they're playing Webster Hall, which is a bit bigger. But hopefully it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
Nice.
Going with friend of the show, Anthony. So we're going to have a fun time. So my pick is Japan.
Is he bringing his baby? Is he bringing his baby to the show?
Baby.
Could put baby in the pit? No?
Baby's not pitting just yet.
Gotta start him young.
Yeah.
And Sydney, what do you got as your pick?
Gina Volpe, former member of the Luna Chicks, has a new solo project out, and she was always my favorite. She was the nicest to me when I worked for their label. She always actually treated me like a human person and not just a dipshit intern that was hanging around there to do work for her.
So wait, did
She's
the
very
other
nice.
Luna Tricks treat you like shit, or?
They were just not, they didn't like engage me as if I was like an equal or somebody who needed to be talked to, which is fine because I wasn't. But Gina actually went out of her way to actually be personable with me. And she was always my favorite because of that.
Nice.
And the song's called Drink Me, and it's very good. It's like a dancey, punky song. And that's my pick. Darren?
My pick is a song that I just stumbled across that is by an artist I never heard of, called How to Rap Drew, who apparently I think has like a podcast of like how to teach people how to rap, maybe, but I don't know. But the song is called Mike Piazza.
Oh.
And he mentions Mike Piazza and also a few other cool things like sabermetrics. So I was like, this is pretty good. I was into it. Don't know anything about this artist or any other songs. Just found it completely by accident, but I enjoyed it.
Cool.
Mike Piazza of the New York Mets.
And we have a pick sent in again by Lando Danks, one of our patrons. Wanted to keep going with the recommendations. He gave one a couple weeks ago, and he wanted to fill the breach and do it again. So why not? And he says it's a track called One for Blood by the band Neverus. And it's a mellow death heater for fans of Winter Sun. It's a really good debut. So there you go.
Yeah, and if you are one of our patrons and you would like to submit a song, we'd love to include it in our Spotify music break. Just send us a message on Patreon. It's another one of the perks of the Patreon. And like I mentioned at the top of the show, you could hear us listening to the new Metallica album, Metallica and Lou Reed Lulu we did a listen along of. We did one of Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy, which we ended up really liking. Liking more than you would assume, let's say.
Liked it better than my impression of it before we started listening to it.
Right. Yeah. And also just like songs that I've just seen them perform live that I'm like, oh yeah, this is a great song. So there's all of that stuff. And we have watch-alongs of the Danzig movies, the first Danzig movie. We haven't been able
We're still waiting for Death Riders to come out so we could do a watch-along. Fuck's sake, man.
And
get it together.
Patreon.com/RIP Livecast.
He missed another Halloween.
It's so fucking sad.
And for $10 a month, we do shout outs at the end of the show for our top Livecast fans.
That was it. That was the shout out.
They were all in that one burp.
Aaron, do you have a suggestion for Rob? Because I do for how to
Please.
do these.
Go ahead.
Each one of these, within reason, you're going to suggest what award they should stick up their ass.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I said within reason. There's certain ones you could skip or do something else for them. But for the most part, for the ones that are of age, you're telling them what trophy or award they could stick up their ass.
Eric, you could stick like a best pharmacist award up your butt, right? Like that's
sure.
Benjamin, you could stick one of those like karate trophies up your butt. Dan R. I'm sorry, you're getting the Heisman Trophy. I mean,
wow, that's a big one.
Yeah,
pointy arms sticking out.
Mindy Mayer's Kippa, Mindy's Kippa. I have a feeling that the Stanley Cup, I think we could handle.
I was going to say APAC Person of the Year because it's Mindy Mayer's Kippa.
That's a good point. Shashur Sassusitz, I would say you would do the Dunkin' Donuts Employee of the Month Award is what you could stick up your butt. Hugo likes tacos. I would say like a golden taco award of some sort, like a bronze taco.
You're just making up awards.
Well, aren't all awards just made up? Let's be honest.
All right, fine.
Land O'Danks, you would get like a High Times award, like one of the Reefy. What are they called? I don't know.
If you don't know, me and Darren definitely aren't going to know that one. Come on.
How about a Cable Ace Award?
Doobies.
Cable Ace Award.
That's for LaCroix. LaCroix's getting the Cable Ace Award. He's getting that big spade up the butt. Corey and Scotty H, you're wonderful people. Let's move on. Aaron, you're getting the Oscar. Aaron, this is nice and easy butt plug for there. And Douglas, who are you, Levison? Obviously the Grammy, because he walked Bob Dylan up to the stage. That's our show, folks.
Did you save the Cable Ace Award for yourself? Is that why you didn't give it out?
No, I gave it to LaCroix.
I missed it. Okay, sorry, LaCroix. I didn't mean to take away your Cable Ace Award butt plug.
Ace
Cable
to
Ass
ace.
Award.
Yeah, Ace to Ace.
All right,
Show
that's our
title.
show.
Has
Folks.
the show title ever been the last thing we said on the air?
It could be
It
this
is
time.
now, folks. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next week. We love you. We kiss you. Bye-bye.